So, VeChain just dropped something huge, and I'm talking actually huge, not the usual revolutionary announcement that turns out to be another partnership tweet. We're looking at a complete mainnet overhaul, a brand new developer toolkit that could change everything. And, wait for it, an app that literally pays you to pick up trash. Yeah, you heard that right. And somehow, the price is only up 6%, while the rest of the market is doing backflips. Something's not adding up here, and we need to talk about it right now. Welcome back to the channel, Crypto Fam. If you're new here, I break down the projects that actually matter without the hype and BS. So smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive into what VeChain's cooking, because this one's, it's different. Alright, so let me paint the picture for you. According to CryptoWinkle's post on X, VET gained around 6% in the past 24 hours. Now I know what you're thinking. 6%? That's it. In a market where meme coins are doing 50% daily pumps. But here's the thing. VeChain just defended the $0.0105 support level for the third time this month. Third time. That's not random price action. That's institutional accumulation territory. And we've seen this pattern before with projects that eventually explode. But it gets more interesting. The Hayabusa Mainnet Upgrade just went live. And I'm not talking about some minor bug fix or a logo redesign, I'm talking about a fundamental shift from their old consensus mechanism to DPoS, that's delegated proof of stake, with built-in deflationary mechanics and improved staking efficiency. This is the kind of upgrade that takes months, sometimes years of development and testing. VeChain's essentially rebuilding the engine while the car's still moving. Now here's where it gets weird. Despite all this positive news, despite the mainnet upgrade, despite everything we're about to discuss, Binance just removed VTHO rewards for their flexible products. That's VeChain's gas token, basically. So, institutions are pulling back on rewards, but on-chain data is showing 14.3 million addresses and a nearly $1 billion ecosystem market cap. The fundamentals are screaming buy, but the price is whispering meh. That disconnect? That's what we need to unpack. So let me ask you this, and I want you to really think about it. Why would a project with rock-solid enterprise usage, a massive upgrade, and growing adoption be underperforming the market? We've got steady enterprise usage continuing in the background. Companies are still building on VeChain, still using the network, still verifying supply chains and tracking products across the globe. But retail? Retail's chasing dog coins and whatever Elon tweeted about this morning. And here's what's keeping me up at night. VeChain's always been that sleeping giant everyone talks about. You know, the project that's supposed to moon any day now for the past 3 years. But what if this time it's different? What if the Hayabusa upgrade is the catalyst that finally bridges the gap between enterprise adoption and retail price action? Because let's be real, deflationary mechanics change the game entirely. When you combine DPoS with token burns and improved staking, you're creating an economic model that rewards long-term holders while reducing supply over time. That's economics 101. Less supply plus steady demand equals, well, you do the math. But the market hasn't priced this in yet, and that's either the biggest opportunity of 2025 or we're all missing something critical. Okay, so here's where things get absolutely wild. VeChain just launched VeChain Kit V2, and according to founder Sunny Lu's announcement back on December 23rd, this is, quote, a big milestone with a complete UI revamp and a bunch of new features. Now, I've been in crypto long enough to know that when someone says big milestone, it usually just means they changed the font and added a dark mode. But this is actually substantial. The VeChain Kit is basically their software development kit that lets developers build front-end applications on the network. It supports most major wallets including Wallet Connect and vWorld, and it's got React hooks that let users read and write data directly on VeChain Thor. For you non-developers out there, think of it like this. They just made it ridiculously easier to build apps that normal people can actually use without needing a PhD in blockchain technology. And here's why that matters more than you think. User interface has become the main differentiator in crypto right now. We've spent a decade building the most secure, most decentralized, most technologically advanced blockchains in human history. And you know what? Nobody cares. Well, nobody except the 50 million people already in crypto. But the other 7 billion people on Earth, they just want something that works like their banking app. Prominent figures like Jesse Powell from Kraken and Brian Armstrong from Coinbase have been screaming about this for years. Security and decentralization matter way less to mainstream users than an intuitive interface. You can have the most revolutionary blockchain in the world, but if grandma can't figure out how to send tokens without accidentally sending them to a burn address, you've already lost. So, VeChain Kit version 2 comes with a redesigned interface that actually prioritizes, get this, ease of use. Revolutionary concept, I know. Navigation is cleaner, wallet features are more prominent, and developers can customize the whole thing to fit their specific needs. But wait, there's more. And this is where my developer brain gets excited. According to developer Dan Vett's post on X back on December 23rd, they've now got built-in token swaps powered by VTrade and BetterSwap. These swaps are, quote, seamless, secure, and efficient. And here's the kicker, wallets don't have to send users to external sites anymore. You know how annoying it is to swap tokens on most networks. You click swap, it opens a new tab, you connect your wallet again, you approve 3 different transactions, sacrifice a goat to the gas gods, and maybe your swap goes through. VeChain just eliminated all of that friction. Plus, and this is genuinely useful, users can now switch wallets without disconnecting every single time. If you're someone who manages multiple wallets for security or testing purposes, you know this is a game changer for day-to-day operations. One developer noted they've significantly reduced bundle size and sped up dev builds with a cleaner setup and fewer moving parts, meaning less time troubleshooting and more time building. That's the kind of technical improvement that doesn't make headlines, but absolutely transforms developer experience. Now, let's talk about the most sci-fi thing VeChain's doing right now. According to Crypto Winkle's post, there's this app called Cleanify that's turning trash cleanup into cryptocurrency rewards. I'm not making this up. The app rewards verified waste cleanup with on-chain tracking and AI verification. So here's how it works. You report cleanup activities or waste management, AI verification confirms your effort wasn't fake, you mint those actions on-chain, then earn and compound rewards through VBetterDAO, while tracking your environmental impact over time. This is tokenized environmentalism, and honestly, it's kind of genius. The model creates direct incentives for environmental action through verified, transparent tracking. But here's my concern, and I'm being real with you here. Success depends entirely on AI accuracy preventing false claims and whether these rewards can sustain themselves without causing massive token dumping. Because we've seen earn crypto for doing good models before, and they usually end with tokens going to zero faster than my New Year's gym motivation. But if they get the economics right, if the AI verification is actually robust and not some janky script you can fool with stock photos, this could legitimately scale. Imagine cities partnering with VeChain to incentivize cleanup efforts. Imagine developing nations using this to tackle waste management. The real-world utility here is massive, assuming the execution matches the vision. So where does this leave us? VeChain's fundamentals are stronger than ever. The Hayabusa upgrade is live, the developer experience just got a massive overhaul, and they're pioneering real-world blockchain use cases that actually matter beyond just number go up. But the price is lagging. And that's either the opportunity of the year or a warning sign we should heed. My take? The market's sleeping on this one. Enterprise adoption takes time to translate into retail FOMO, but when it does, the moves are explosive. We've got 14.3 million addresses, nearly $1 billion ecosystem deflationary mechanics, and improving user experience. Those are the ingredients for a significant breakout, but timing in crypto is, notoriously difficult to predict. If you found this breakdown valuable, go check out my other videos where I'm covering similar enterprise blockchain projects that are building real utility. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on VeChain. Am I missing something here, or is this genuinely undervalued? And of course, smash that subscribe button because we're diving deep into projects the market's ignoring, but probably shouldn't be. As always, this is not financial advice. Crypto is extremely risky. You can lose everything, and you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. Do your own research, understand the technology, and make informed decisions. I'm just here to break down the data and share my analysis. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.